The summer transfer window is now open and Premier League teams will be looking to make new additions in order to bolster their squads ahead of the new Premier League season. I'm joined by IB Times sports reporter Tony Mogan. Looking at Liverpool last summer, it was pretty woeful in the transfer market from Brendan Rodgers with the departure of Luis Suarez, but there seems a real effort on the part of him and Fenway Sports Groups to address that problem now, and they've been pretty decisive already. We've seen the Brazilian Firmino come in, James Milner, Ings and Clyne as well. So any more players on the horizon?
Yeah, I think the one thing that's different from last summer, it all seemed a bit haphazard last summer. Signings were brought in. I'm sure there was a great deal of work done to establish them as targets, but it seemed like there was a plan B that came in, there was a plan C who came in this summer because they were done so early. You imagine these were the men that Liverpool wanted, and in that respect they've done better than anyone else. They've got their targets quickly, but whether they can fully bridge the gap between the sides above them remains to be seen. I think Liverpool will still need an established goal scorer. Daniel Sturridge, while he may be due back in contention first team role in September, October, you just have to look at his history last season. It's a sad thing to say because he's such an adept goal scorer when he's fit, but I don't think Brendan Rodgers can go into the season with hopes pinned to him coming back, as cynical as it may sound. So I think Liverpool, to top off their decent summer work so far, they do need a goal scorer to come in. Danny Ings offers that, but he's only had one full season in the Premier League. He'll complement whoever comes in nicely, but I think someone who can come in, deliver 20 goals will be a necessity. Obviously, Christian Benteke has been linked with that role. Aston Villa have offered him a new contract. I don't think he's going to sign it, funnily enough. Tim Sherwood disclosed his release clause a couple of months ago, and that for me suggests that he's prepared to let him go. The release clause is out there, there's nothing he can do about it now, so he'll be satisfied if they get the money, I believe. I think it would sort of fit Liverpool's the way they have been shaping their team with Philippe Coutinho and his compatriot Firmino now coming in. It does seem to be built around one incoming focal point of that attack to come in and lead that sort of triumvirate in attack. Whether the 32 million release clause is a bit too rich for Liverpool's blood remains to be seen. Carlos Bacca of Sevilla did seem to be primed for the role. His release clause was just 20 million, which is slightly more attractive prospect. Proven goal scorer in Spain, led Sevilla to the Europa League last season. Didn't have a bad Copa America either, but it looks like Liverpool have missed the boat with him. Roma looks now to be poised to sign the Colombian. But as you said, looking at Liverpool's transfer policy, they've been so direct in getting their men, it seems to suggest that Bacca perhaps wasn't someone Rodgers desperately wanted. Only he'll know for sure, of course, but it does seem pretty clear that Liverpool know what they want and they know who they can get. I don't think they've got grandiose ambitions of challenging for the likes of maybe Gonzalo Higuain or Karim Benzema. I think the club know that they need to address these areas, but they're aware of how far they can stretch in the market. But their business so far has shown an element of shrewdness, which was lacking last summer, which I think is quite important for Liverpool and Rodgers if he wants to, keep his job, maybe.
Well, for all our coverage of the summer transfer window, go to our website, ibtimes.co.uk.